Historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus. 1. The consensus of New Testament scholars agree upon 3 historical facts. A. Jesus died by crucifixion. B. Shortly after Jesus' death, the disciples had experiences that led them to believe and proclaim that Jesus had been resurrected from the dead. C. Shortly after Jesus' death, Paul converted after experiencing what he interpreted as a post-resurrection appearance of Jesus. 2. The disciples spoke the truth, or they were mistaken, or they lied about the post-resurrection appearances of Jesus. A. If the disciples lied about the post-resurrection appearances, why would they risk their lives preaching to hostile audiences? The disciples were persecuted, beaten, stoned, and many were killed for preaching that Jesus had been resurrected from the grave. And yet, the disciples continued to preach the gospel as long as they were alive. So, it is clear that the disciples truly believed what they preached. B. Were the disciples mistaken about seeing Jesus alive after his death and resurrection? There were quite a few post-resurrection appearances where Jesus talked, taught, ate, and hung out with his disciples. How would many separate individuals and many different groups of people mistake Jesus' appearances when he was among them for 40 days, and they could see him, talk with him, and touch him? So, the evidence indicates that they were not mistaken. C. The disciples were telling the truth. The most logical explanation is that Jesus, after his resurrection, actually appeared to the disciples and hung out with them to confirm his return from the grave. That is something the disciples would never forget, and that was the basis of the gospel that they preached for the rest of their lives. 3. The 3 historically accepted facts by NT scholars and the evidence that the disciples were speaking the truth show that Jesus' resurrection from the dead is the best explanation of the historical data. Thanks to Steve Duvall. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.